Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and joining me is Raptor. How you doing, dude?
Good, man. It's going to be a good night for some Firewall. How's it going for you?
It's good. It's good. I've had kind of a day, so I'm glad to be here watching this match, guys. This is the Pro League North American Division finals match between the number one team Reign and the number two team Scrub Squad. Now, this is going to be an epic fight because Reign has a lot to get back. It's a revenge match right now. In the very first week of the NA division for Pro League, these two teams went head to head, and Scrub Squad came out on top. It's going to be a bloodbath for sure. So Reign has I wouldn't say they have a lot to prove, but I'm sure they've got a lot of feelings towards the Scrub Squad.
And I'm sure they'd love to get that win back because they did lose 3-5 against Scrub Squad that first round. So
yeah. So it's going to be exciting, guys. We have Titch streaming for us. In fact, I need to put up logos there, which I will do now. But we have Titch streaming for the Scrub Squad on the right monitor, and we have Therm streaming for Reign on the left monitor. Let me just get those up real quick. Hopefully.
Yeah, looking back at the previous rounds for the regular season, it looks like that is the only match Reign lost was against the Scrub Squad.
Yeah,
so the entire season.
So they have a lot. They have a lot riding on this.
They definitely want it. And then the Scrub Squad, it looks like they won their first week, second week, fourth week, fifth week they tied, sixth week they won. Looks like they only lost against Gag in that Chronic Master Gators match towards the end of the season.
Yeah, so let's talk about the end of the season and how that's gone for the Scrub Squad. I mean, we saw them, I don't want to say dominate, but do fairly well throughout the beginning and mid part of the season. And then at the end of the season, it seemed as though things were just kind of falling apart.
Yeah, it does. The last two matches, like I said, those are the only two that they actually lost. So it does seem like for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the teams that they're playing that they happen to play at the end and the rosters and the lineup and everything like that, but it's always hard to tell the reasons you might win or lose the game.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, in their match against GAG, it seemed like it was an entirely different Scrub Squad. We were all very surprised because GAG was the underdog in that match. For those who aren't as familiar with the team names, GAG is short for Gentleman's Assassin's Guild. And they aren't necessarily the worst in the league, but they were the underdog in that particular match. And the way Scrub Squad played was very surprising. And then they went into the match against Chronic Master Gators, and Scrub Squad was again favored. Although that was very critical for CMG because that could have potentially pushed them into the semifinals. And Scrub Squad lost that match too, but still prevented CMG from entering the semifinals. So it was interesting. No, they still went in the semifinals because they faced CMG in the semifinals. So they had to face them again anyway. And
actually, their very next match.
Yeah, it was a back-to-back, and they came out on top in the semifinals, obviously, because otherwise they wouldn't be here. But it was just interesting to see how throughout the entire season Scrub Squad was doing so well, and then at the end they faltered a bit. And again, it could have been lineup. Maybe they were just lackadaisical because they were like, we're going to be in the postseason anyway. But it was interesting to see, and Reign has just been a different entity altogether.
Yeah, they just consistently dominating pretty much every single one of their games. A lot of their games they won by a pretty good margin too. So I'd say half of them they won at least 6-2, 7-1. So
yeah. So why don't we, speaking of which, so before we actually get into a whole bunch of stuff, we are still waiting on Therm to go live, and they still haven't entered the party yet. So why don't we talk about a few things. First, let's welcome everybody who is chatting away here. We have Remedy in chat. He's rooting for Reign there. I think a lot of people are in favor of Reign winning tonight. Cinderella, how's it going, girl? Timber, welcome. Hank, welcome as well. What's up, Twitch?
What up, Hank?
And so there might be a few things on screen that are unique to this stream and in the panels below as well, guys, you'll see this new border around the scores. It is pretty much promotion for Raise Energy. Raise Energy is I would say fitness nutrition based company. Raise is made by Rep Sports, and they are very fitness oriented. So they make energy drinks, they make pre-workouts, they make proteins, they make other supplements. Chuck Miss, thank you for the sub there, brother. But what we're promoting here is pretty much their energy drinks. And the reason is because we're kind of sponsored.
Hyperactive.
Yeah, we're kind of sponsored by them. It's more of a commission-based sponsorship. So if you guys are interested in checking this stuff out, I'm not going to lie. Right now I'm drinking one. You can't see it because it's green and, well, I got a filter on. But I have like a whole bunch of different cans here of the
flavors sound really interesting. You said you had a gummy worm flavor.
Yeah, this one is sour gummy worms, and this is my favorite by far. There's a Galaxy Burst, which was sweet. I would say more along the lines of fruit punch, but a little bit more mango-y. Voodoo, which I would say is more berry flavored, and then the Baja, which is tropical, so you got fruits, coconut flavors, stuff of the sort. Really good flavors, really cool. And we also have a promo code, by the way. So if you actually check in the panels below, you'll see that there's a link there. You guys can click on that if you want to check out some of this stuff. And there are promo code is down there as well, AHC. That's all it is, AHC. You put that in at the checkout, and you get 15% off any purchase. And that 15% actually helps us because it comes back to us. That's how the commission-based sponsorship goes. So if you guys are interested in checking that out and helping us out in that way and trying these really cool flavors of energy drinks, go ahead and click on that.
The way he's talking about it, Timber, I'm pretty sure it will be good with vodka.
Oh, yeah, by far. What I like most about these, and actually Rap and I were talking about it before the stream started, is I really enjoy the fact that it's not highly carbonated. It's mildly carbonated. I'm not a person who likes a lot of bubbles. So if you're like me and you don't like a lot of bubbles, this is I guess, favored over Monster or favored over Red Bull, which is a high order if you think about it, because those. And you even popular.
Said if it even wasn't for the partnership with us, you'd be all over them because they were so good. So
yeah, they're very tasty, and there's no crash. There's no sugar added to these energy drinks. It's all BCAA, so branched chain amino acids and other energy metabolic boosting ingredients. So it's really good.
And now, is that code for everyone to use just for the energy drinks or anything from
for any product that's on that website? You click
cool.
that link, you can find any product on there that you want. Use AHC, and you get 15%.
Awesome.
I'm responsible for this stuff. Yeah, I am. But before we get into the game itself, why don't we actually look at some of the stats from both teams. So if we look at Reign, they're currently sitting in first. Overall, they have 42 wins out of a potential 64, which leaves them with a win percentage of 66%. And they have 24 aces. Now, the 24 aces is probably what have pushed them so far ahead. Because for anyone who's familiar, that's an interesting spot to have that. For anyone who's familiar with how things work in the Pro League, an ace is an extra point. Every win is 3 points, and an ace is 1 extra point. So that's 24 extra points that they got for their entire team surviving and winning the round. Scrub Squad is currently sitting in second with 34 wins out of a potential 64. And their win percentage is about 53. Now, these numbers have been rounded up a little bit. And their number of aces is 19. So, pretty close stats. Pretty close. And it's going to be an interesting match. So, what are your predictions here of who's going to win?
Just going off the way that Scrub Squad has been playing lately, like, it doesn't seem like they're totally on their game. I mean, they are a good team. We played against them, just doing skirmishes.
Mm-hmm.
We had some trouble.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I kind of feel like Reign has a slight advantage. If they do win, I don't think it'll be by much. I think it could even come down to just because they start defending first, that the last point could fall on them, and then they can get that last 6 point, which could win it. So That's my prediction. Any ideas for you?
Again, we were talking about this stuff a little bit before we started the stream, and so Rap kind of knows how I feel. I'm literally torn on this. Scrub Squad has done incredibly well early to mid-season. At the end of the season, they started slowing down a little bit, not performing as well. I don't know what it was. But if that carries over into the finals here, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Whereas Reign, they progressively got better, and then they dominated for the majority of their season, and they haven't slowed down since. Even in the semifinals, they dominated. So if they continue that trend, then again, Scrub Squad is going to be in trouble, and Reign has a strong potential for winning.
And it's kind of hard to predict also, is like you said, the lineup's slightly different for Reign.
Yeah.
It's the same for Scrub Squad, but it does change, and it does change like the whole team dynamic and everything. So,
And so I kind of predicted, or at least gave our thoughts on who we think is going to win. But what about map picks? Now, the semifinals and the finals have been a little bit different. Aces don't count. It's all just a matter of whoever gets to 6 wins first. So whether your whole team lives or not is irrelevant. But each team gets to pick a map that they're going to defend. And once that map's played, they don't play it again. So it's very strategic from that perspective. So what maps do you think we're going to see first, more so?
Hard to say first. I know I could tell you which ones they don't pick. Scrub Squad, they won't pick. District. Right off the bat as one of their least favorite maps. But I would say a lot of them might be a little different than the regular season, because looking right now, they're on Prepper. If they choose that, there's a couple bunkers, a couple good defensive spots that you'd rather play on defense and don't want the other team to have a chance to play defending, since once the map's used up, it's over with. So,
right.
I don't know. It's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of things that go into what their thoughts are on that. I feel like if they looked and checked how the other teams were playing in their previous matches and checked their map picks, they'd want to choose to defend those maps first before they have a chance if they played good on them.
So they're probably gonna pick, like you're suggesting, the more defensive based maps. Like Preppers 1, we're gonna see Containment, we're going to see Shoot House early on. We're probably gonna see Embassy early on. Probably
I think
from the
Cargo's
Scrub
a good defensive map too.
Yep, if you can hold Cargo well enough, that's definitely a strong defensive spot. So I think we're going to see a lot of those early on, particularly those maps. And the ones we're not going to see are things like Compound. We might actually see, I didn't think about this, we might see Hotel early on as well, depending on the spawn point. If you can get those white rooms, that you can split your team and put a jammer in and just defend from there. It's kind of a luck of the draw, but if you win that draw and you luck out, you can get those rooms, and it's a very strong defensive spot. So,
right.
But I don't think we're gonna see Gauntlet early on. We're not gonna see Hangar. We're not gonna see Black Site even. Yeah, Fob.
Those are just gonna be if they get to those maps and run out of maps to play. It'll be a last resort type of thing.
Yeah. Let's go back to the chat real quick, see who else is here. Ruru has arrived. Yeah. Cinderella had said gummy worms earlier. That's right.
Oh, she was obsessed with those. I forgot, yeah.
Yeah, so good. What's up, Hank? Yeah, no problem, man. Anything we can do to help out streamers, get all set up, we're more than willing to do so. Chuck Miss, how you doing again, dude? Again, appreciate the sub. Seemed a good idea. How you doing, man?
Good to see all you guys here.
Yeah, glad to see everyone's arrived. We are going to be starting soon. It looks like they're waiting on one more member. Guys, there's also a poll down below, so if you want to cast your vote and who you think is going to win, go ahead and click on that. I can't see it right now because I don't want to have my Twitch stream up and slow my computer down since I'm producing. We don't have Paco tonight. He will be back for the Rocket League tournament, so but he's not here for now.
Fun fact, though, I did get to meet Paco yesterday.
Really?
So it was our first EAHC meetup, it was a good time. We got some tacos, chilled for a little bit, and he went on his way. And he's going back to Texas, I think, in a day or two.
That's awesome. So. That's awesome. We really need to do a whole get together. And I was thinking, like, if we become popular enough, and I'm not talking about like 1 million followers or even tens of thousands of followers. I'm saying, like, if we even get to 1,000 followers, I'd like to go to a TwitchCon and just see if we can purchase our own booth and just meet people if anyone's in the area and wants to come visit. I think that would be really cool because I really want to, like, I haven't met you in person. I haven't met anyone on our team in person. I haven't met any of our fans either. So I'd like to have the opportunity just to get everyone together and just, I don't know.
We were talking and we were saying we might do a Vegas meetup because I think Paco's actually moving to Nevada. I'm moving to California, so.
Oh, you guys are like right there.
Yeah, we'll be moving close again.
What's going on, Nick? How you doing? FP Villain, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining.
Guys.
Again, we're going to be starting soon. We're just waiting on one more person to arrive. And also keep in mind that we have Titch over on Twitch, and we have Therm over on YouTube, so there might be a bit of a discrepancy in the streams. I'm going to do my best to provide you a perspective without giving away the results.
And we do have something going on next weekend too, right, Wolf? What would that be?
Actually, I think it's this weekend, right?
Oh, it is. My days are all screwed up now.
It's actually this weekend. Yeah, we're going to be having a Rocket League tournament. It's a 2v2. I think we're going to do a round robin because we did have a fourth team, but they weren't able to make it. Some things happened. So we're going to do a little round robin. And interestingly enough, you guys are going to get to hang out with Paco because Paco is going to be co-hosting with Titch. And whoever wins that, it's going to be a one-day tournament. So it's all going to happen at once. Yeah, you guys get to hang out with everyone and watch that. And we get to play, or whoever wins gets to play against Titch and Paco at the end, which is super cool.
Looks like they do have all the members now in their lobby. And they do have Prepper queued up, so not sure if that will be the first map, but I think that's a really good defensive map to start on.
Agreed. Yeah, I would have to say Prepper is probably the worst for attacking. It's almost like Shoot House in that respect. Shoot House is very defense heavy, where you can have blue or red side, and there are typical defensive locations that are powerhouse locations that makes it very difficult for anyone to breach. And same with Prepper. Like you were saying before, you get the bunker, you're good.
Yeah, and pretty much you'll be in one of those little areas if you have a jammer. Sometimes it spawns above, but you could still put a jammer down below and you'll still have that area blocked off.
SRT Ace, how you doing, man? Excuse me.
But it's been a good season overall.
Yeah, very good season.
It's been real close, like looking back at all the stats. No team was really way ahead. I mean, Rain was slightly ahead. They weren't that far off from Scrub Squad. But besides that, pretty much everything was neck and neck. So excited to see how it's going to go for the next season. If you guys have a team and want to sign up, I'm pretty sure in the next coming weeks they'll put something out and you can join it up. It's free. So it's always a good start to have your team join in the Pro League and see where you guys are at.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a great time. The only two teams this season that were dominant are these two teams. Their scores were significantly further ahead than everybody else, but anyone from third place down, like you were saying, the scores were so close. One match could change the leaderboard like that.
Yeah, one or two wins would have changed it.
And if you guys are interested in checking that stuff, signing up, possibly, there are links below. There is a link to the Pro League Discord, I believe. And if you want to sign up through Gaming Synergy and you already have an account there, that link is below as well. If not, you can check out our Discord, head over there, and reach out to one of us directly, and we can direct you to the right person or persons, and you guys can get signed up. And don't worry about it. You don't have to be great. You don't even have to be good. Join.
No, but
it's
it gives
free.
you a good starting point to see where you're at in a competitive setting, and then you guys can work from there and just eventually you get better and better as you go as a team. So it's always fun. It's always fair. No drama. It's just a good time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If nothing else, it's good experience. I actually got one of my friends. He's over in France. He actually coordinated and organized a team just so that they can join the Pro League. And he's very new. Like, he bought the game this year, and he's already at level 50. So he really worked his way up, and he absolutely loves it. And they went up against some really hard teams like Area 51. So they were kind of, the odds are stacked against them. But
oh, yeah, that's a team that's been prepped for pretty much 2 years. So
Yeah. So guys, we're going to be starting very, very soon. Again, check the panels below if you're interested in any of the stuff we got down there. Be sure to check out our socials. We also have a main webpage if you guys want to check that out. We have a merchandise store if you guys want to grab some gear, some mugs, shirts, stuff like that. Check that out. And if you're interested in some energy drinks and you want to support us, you can check out that link too. It's Raise Energy. There's a promo code there, 15% discount, and that helps us out in the end. But we are going to be entering our first round, what seems to be on Prepper. And since Rain is in first place, I believe they're going to take defense first.
yes, does look like that way.
And here we go.
Okay, it doesn't look like they're doing a test round, so it looks like they're pretty much just going to start right off the bat. Looks like Scrub Squad already pushing through the center of the firing range, heading already to the other side of the bunker.
Yeah, Rain's going to have to set up defenses rather quick. They already have one door blocked, setting up motion sensors.
I think we might be able to catch one and then run. Even if we don't kill him.
Therm sitting just outside that container.
That is actually a spot I think that's going to throw them off.
Yeah. Do not kill yourself trying to...
Because usually they expect probably everyone to be inside, so... Not sure if he has anybody behind him to provide him with a revive dart if he goes down, but...
Yeah, no
we'll find out now.
there.
Titch goes down quick. It does get revived and then eliminated again.
Go back. There's two. I'm hurt.
Karen also down. Does get revived by Hellrain though.
Therm seeing a lot of red.
Able to retreat before going down though. Luckily, he was one bullet away from going down.
Alright, that's good. That's
He could have stubbed his toe and died.
Yeah.
I got a shot right on the corner.
Hang on. We need the firewall. It's right up here.
Yeah. Go. I'm watching
My
outside.
kill feed went so
I
fast
got
on
a
that.
shot right on the
couldn't
corner,
even
so
tell.
if I start shooting that
Still
ball,
3 members of Scrub Squad left.
oh, I can turn.
Titch providing
I
the
thought you
eyes.
said you weren't gonna throw nades too.
Okay, there's only one camera. So actually, Jesse, can you rotate the other side of the door? Other door. Guys, go to the other
Pretty
door.
much directing his entire team.
And take a look up top. Does anybody have grenades or anything left? What do you got?
Of the entire team, Titch is probably the best with comms and giving
Yeah.
direction.
I think that's kind of why he just rushes out. If he dies, he dies. At least he'll have
One's
eyes.
in the back corner south hallway.
Let's say, watch
One's
that door.
in the corner.
the door blocker still on?
Right to your hard right when you come in that door.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Listen, should I
Honestly-
put a C4 on this door?
honestly, do you want
Throw
to?
associating.
I think you're drop. Okay, listen, guys. Go. Everybody, go to hatch.
Yep. Wait, can I? Okay. That would
Like
be a
they're just
distraction
right
to
now
get
trying to
out of
discuss the
rock
best
side.
plan, how to
Oh,
get
let
in
me
there. Looks like
get
Titch
up
is
and see if there's anything here.
Suggesting the
talking about
hatch.
dropping
You
down
guys go to
hatch.
hatch,
Yeah,
if you
which
drop down,
kind of
but
surprising.
head
I say,
towards
Rogues, if you
purple.
want to go back.
May not be a bad idea considering the position of Rain. They're only holding the halls. They could easily make it into the purple room adjacent to the hatch there.
Okay, so I don't
That, and I'm not sure if any C4 is on any of the door.
Yeah, if you go
Or that
back
one
all the
door.
way there.
Did see a door blocker, but I did not see a C4 initially.
All right, so there's a guy down dark hall at the end. So if you're gonna push
As
purple
soon as they
room,
open
there's
this
gonna
door,
be
I'm
one
throwing
guy
nades.
hard. When you go through the rooms, one guy will be hard, right, possibly two. There's one gonna be behind you. He's probably gonna push forward. So whoever's
Titch
last,
setting up his soldiers,
drop down to
telling
the
who to go down first, how to...
Who wants to die first, boys?
other purple room, like axe purple room.
What's up, Skulls? How you doing, dude?
There's a table in the way.
Yeah, you can't get in there yet.
What's up, buddy?
Well, then should we run all the same direction?
They have less than a minute left. Scrub Squad is going to have to make a decision here.
Jesse, yep, that way. When you drop, you're gonna be
Looks
the
like they
last
have
person
their
to drop,
plan
Jesse,
lined up,
you're
and
gonna
they're
go
about to try to execute it. Here comes the smoke.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke it.
Jesse might be jumping in.
Okay, go.
They're all rushing around.
Is door blocker still on?
Jesse double downing for Eternal. Was able to eliminate.
Hell, right there for the revive.
Jesse hitting that corner, trying to put a couple of shots off.
Karen down in Therm, but Rogue's downing the Karen. Now Jesse's the last one alive.
Therm eliminates them, making first win go to Rain.
My wife, I think.
It was a good push. I should have
Very, very good effort by Scrub Squad, but you know what? That's why they picked Prepper, man.
Yeah, like I said, that's like very, very hard to breach that spot.
Sorry if the transition's a bit slow here, folks.
But this is kind of how I feel like the maps are gonna go. Whoever does defend is pretty much gonna take the win, and then that 1 or 2 win on offense, I think, is what's gonna turn the game.
What's up, Dark? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Bear definitely taking one for the team, but you know what? Sometimes you have to make that sacrifice. You can draw plenty of gunfire and force the enemy to go in one direction and give their back. So it can all work out. Viper, how you doing, man? And it sounds like we're going to be going to Shoot House next. This time it's Scrub Squad's choice and their pick, so they're going to be defending at Shoot House, which is smart. Get that one out of the way. Eliminate it from Rain's list of maps that they want to use. It's going to force them to pick one that maybe they're less comfortable with. We also forgot to mention, if you want to stick around, till the end, we're actually going to have post-match interviews with everybody. So Karen's going to be there, and Dermos is going to be there. It's going to be a good time. I don't have a lot of questions necessarily, other than the basic ones, but if you guys want to stick around for that, that'd be really cool.
Or if you guys even want to throw a couple questions in the chat for them,
yes,
we can also bring that to their attention and see what they were thinking, see what their strategies were, certain maps, you know, whatever you guys are curious about when you watch the stream. So,
you know what I'm always curious about? How the
What's
hell
that?
we got here.
It's all you.
So we're gonna see Shoot House next. I am guessing they're gonna get the blue side at this point.
This is one of their favorite to defend, so I have a pretty good feeling they should come away with the win on this one.
Now, historically, when they've run this, and I only know this because I've watched many of their matches and also watched their streams often, someone decides to push out to a position that exposes them to the catwalk.
That's the only problem. If you don't know those positions where you're hidden from the catwalk, then yeah, you're gonna get taken out real quick. And actually, when we did play against them, for the fun of it, I think that's exactly what we did when they were defending this match. So
let's see if they make a similar mistake or not as Scrub Squad loads in and they are defending the red side.
I'm gonna go right just to.
couple door blockers going out in C4.
I don't think I've ever seen Titch run with C4. That's interesting.
That was a surprise. For a second, I'm like, wait, Jesse's streaming? No.
Yeah, is he sure he can do that? Can he handle the C4?
Wait, close?
Looks like Rain is making their way to that middle area where there are those 2 sides to breach, and both doors are blocked.
At least one member of their team up on the catwalk. Grenades are out.
So they are either have to throw a grenade to try to hit one of the C4s on the other side, or somebody with heavy duty try to make an entrance. But it does look like they actually blew Titch's C4, so one door is already open.
There was one back in this one.
Getting hit with a grenade. Therm forced to retreat
Really good
behind.
grenade.
He was there, yeah.
Ooh, Hellrain was able to take someone out.
Dermos being eliminated. But Titch eliminated by Dermos in response. Brooks Bear has also been eliminated. Now there's 2 members of Rain left.
Get ready to run.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
And I did notice that they are getting better at throwing the grenades straight up in the air, so they detonate right when they land. So it does look like they were using that technique.
Alright, Rose, be careful. I'm gonna do it again. So he'll come back out.
Grenade, ack, coming your way.
So now a 3 versus 2, and it looks like 2 members are all at the same door of Rain.
To the left of that door frame is one.
Ack, look the other way.
I'm looking for the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're backing up.
Alright, can you
Okay,
guys
going
see the
down,
other
actually, the other
two?
way. Ack, yep, go that way.
I'm looking.
Look that way.
Oh, I popped out of that doorway just.
I don't know how
Same guy
Therm
looking at you from that
dodged that
door,
C4.
but he stood up still.
Yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking too.
And there's a trade there. Karen and Therm downing each other. Now he has been eliminated. It's down to 2 members left on the Scrub Squad.
And also 2 members of Rain, so.
Ack, there's still one your way.
Yeah, one
Looks like the grenades and the C4 have been spent, so
Now he's going.
see how this firefight is going to go.
The challenge of playing defense at the moment
I got revive dart, so you go first.
is that you really just want to get those eliminations. There's this energy, this adrenaline that is pumping through your veins at this point, where you just want to move forward and get those final eliminations. But the Scrub Squad is going to have to be patient here.
Do it, Jesse.
Well, that's at least you know where
Okay, they are on the door blocker. They don't have any defensive things on the door, so
So you guys ready to fire?
not sure if they're trying to get in from both angles or just both push that door.
We'll hear it.
Okay, ready?
Therm prepping that door to try to
They are
rush
together.
through.
Again, I got 2 hits. Over you.
Rogue's hurt. Therm able to get around that door frame.
Therm is also a little slightly hurt.
Let me heal and I can cover
Jesse,
fire.
do you have ammo?
Oh, there it is. Therm goes down. Rogue's not there to
And they took
provide the
actually
rebound.
both of them out.
That's it. That's it. I killed 2. I killed a
And that's
Nice work
it.
from the Scrub Squad.
No.
Scrub Squad up on the board.
Yeah. Good job.
Again, just as we predicted, it's going to be a tight back and forth game.
Heavy defensive game.
All right, I should probably put who is in the lead. Oh, goodness. Paco, where are you, man? Come home.
Paco.
Sorry for the slow transition. My mouse doesn't want to work.
Still 2 members of Scrub Squad staying alive at the end there, so good back and forth. A couple C4s didn't get the kills that they were hoping for.
No, but those grenade throws, though.
Oh, I'm talking to Titch. They've been practicing it a lot. The way they throw them, instead of just throwing right at them, they try to get the height advantage to it, and then just as soon as it lands, it explodes. And before you even realize that the grenades had landed, you're out.
And Rain reciprocated by doing the same exact thing. And it
Yeah, I
worked
saw
out
that.
for Bear at the end, like at the beginning there, which was... It was funny to watch because he was eliminated, but he was able to get the grenade. No, correction. It was Dermos. He was able to get the grenade out before he was eliminated himself, and both Dermos and Titch were eliminating each other. So it was interesting to see both teams doing the same exact thing. Yeah, good on both teams there. Scrub Squad coming out victorious, picking a defensive heavy map, and now it looks like we might be going to containment, which would be Rain's choice as we are back in that rotation. I like containment for defense.
Personally, it's one of, I think, both of our favorites.
Yeah.
So,
in terms of
It's actually-
defense, for sure.
yeah, it's actually the first match we picked to defend when we were doing our practice matches. So they did pretty good on offense, but I do remember we were able to hold it. So we'll see how they.
Yeah, strictly because of
against
that, like the majority of the defensive spawns that you get on containment, you're able to set up in the lab or the server, depending on where you feel most comfortable. So regardless, there might be one spawn point which is in the white room. You could get out there, a couple of spots near the white room. Some people are really good at holding that. I've come to find out we're not. But the majority of the spawns are near the lab/server area. So I'm sure Rain is comfortable covering both, but we'll see which one they actually get here.
I think the server's more the favorite overall.
I would say
defend
there's,
that map.
I'd say there's, it's because there's a lot more coverage. On the nose, says Skulls. Excuse me.
And there's different ways to do it, as some people just like to hold the entire server room, not leave that, or hold the back area and that entire middle area.
Yeah, sometimes holding the lab isn't a bad idea because some of that stuff is not, it's bulletproof. So you actually have a lot of random coverage there. Now, you know what? I'm going to have to fix the score location on the next scene. Oh, well, you guys are going to see that. Too bad.
And it looks like they did get the defensive spot in the server room, so probably one of the best spots, better spots. See how they just choose to defend it. Looks like they are coming out of the server room, putting a sensor on those double doors in the back. And maybe another sensor on the white stairs. It looks like Dermos placed. And yeah, it does look like they're holding that back area. Maybe 2 members holding the back and 2 on the server.
What's up, Shady? How you doing?
Shady, what up, buddy?
It's in server room. Okay, I see 4 of us.
Actually ran into Shady yesterday, or either yesterday or the day before. I hadn't played with them in a while, so good to see ya.
There's one is with you.
So fortunately for Rain, they actually have the server/lab area, and they are setting up in a traditional
One, I can hear another
defensive position. And
2 in the lab, 2 in the server.
Titch is running Eagle Eye here, which we will see him do periodically, especially if they have to go on district. We'll see it there.
Yeah, it totally depends for him on the map.
Come back over.
Thank you for the bit, Shady. Appreciate that, dude.
And the one thing I did notice between the 2 teams, Rain, they are so calm. Like, if you listen to their voices, they're just relaxed, calm. And then Scrub Squads, they're just erratic. Oh my god, go over here, do this, do this. It's like...
Well, anyone who watches a Scrub Squad on a regular basis knows that's just how they are. They're always yelling.
Not on the server room. Hell. Okay. Is everybody else running? Okay. Yeah.
You ordered some, Shady? That's awesome, dude. I hope you enjoy them, man.
Where you want yours is kind of like on the other side of this wall, basically.
It looks like they're just realizing where they're at now. It's
Yeah,
just
so the other side of that wall,
chilling on
like,
Eagle Eye.
in that room right there. Sort of right down there. Yeah, over here.
Show me where you're talking.
Yeah, anywhere around here.
I got another one up top. Running double C4, so you guys know.
Right now they're trying to set up some positions to put a sensor.
Alright. Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna say someone's
Okay,
watching.
I want to sense.
And if Titch goes down the white stairs, that'd be surprising. That's the last path I take.
Yeah, White Stairs is treacherous, man.
There's gonna be motions either way.
We got an instant sponsor with Shady. Talking about our sponsorship.
There's a motion above the double doors. So they're gonna have.
Okay, so they know that there is no C4 on the double doors because of Titch's Eagle Eye, so
They
that's
put on C4. There's
pretty helpful to be able to see that. But either Jesse put C4 on that door. Yep, they did blow it. It looks like they're going in for the fight. Karen was able to down someone, but then get eliminated by Fair Eternal by a grenade.
nice.
Titch also getting eliminated. Dermos going down, getting revived. All 4 members look like they are finishing the last member of Scrub Squad. And that'll do it for the match.
You know
Rain
what?
does take the win, as I suspected.
I was going to say exactly that. Did we expect anything else from that match?
Not at all. And it seems like they just ran in without even really a plan. Like they just went for it, blew that door, and just went for it. And
I think there's a delay
Rain
in
was expecting.
I think there was a delay in response from the initial instruction after they blew the C4. You could hear Jesse screaming, "Just go, go, go!"
Yeah,
And it
they
was
kind of weren't ready for it.
yeah. You try to find something and give it a go? Cool, man. Yeah, that sounds good. White Stairs flashback. You know, it is a bit of a PTSD.
What up, goat?
So yeah, this is kind of going in the direction that I thought it's going to be a back and forth. What's up, Cougar? How you doing? Cats and kittens.
It's pretty much going to depend on like the 1 or 2 wins that I think the offense might get.
Yep. Now we were watching the semifinal match with the Scrub Squad and CMG, right? And
Yeah.
you and I were focused on the attack flip. In other words, when the attack wins, that is a flip in the map. The match. That is when things shift momentum. Do you expect we're going to see that here tonight? Right now, it's been all defensive wins. Do you think we're going to see that flip like we did in the semifinal match?
I kind of think Rain might be able to flip it on them. If not, I feel like the way they're going to win, Rain will win, is by playing that last match on defense and then taking that 6th win before Scrub Squad has a chance to make that win back.
I got a feeling that we're going to see the flip real early. Within the next 2 rounds, Rain is going to win the defense and attack. That is my prediction. And that is going to keep the momentum in their favor.
And I could kind of see that too because they initially picked their favorite maps. and then after that, you know, it's kind of iffy. There's a couple that are pretty good depending on the spawn, and then if you get a bad spawn, you're kind of screwed. So
yeah. So we're gonna be going to Office, which makes sense. This is another one of Scrub Squad's favorite. I'm curious if they're going to rush. They have a tendency to rush one spot, and sometimes it works in their favor. Other times, not so much. So I'm curious to see.
They are good at the rush, though. If they get that specific spawn where they rush down the stairs and try to catch you. But if Rain has done the research and they've been watching any of the matches that Scrub Squad's been doing, they'll be able to pick up on that and change their strategy.
Well, I'm confident that at least one member of their team has been watching because they watched the match in the semifinals.
Yeah, now I do remember that. Yeah.
So there's a good chance they are aware of Scrub Squad's tactics. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. We appreciate there are some people who have been coming in and some who have been leaving. I appreciate just anyone stopping in, even if it's for a moment. I know it's getting kind of late for some. But in the meantime, if you guys have not already followed, go ahead and give us a follow if you want to check out some more of this. This is the season end, but we will be back for other tournaments. We'll be back for some other things. So hit that follow button to stay tuned. And here we go on Office, Scrub Squad on defense.
And where do they have? Okay, so I'm not sure if they're trying to think.
They might be holding elevator room.
No.
Yeah.
Don't hear audio, so.
Kind of took them a minute to figure that out. I'm not even sure if they are holding that room. Might just say that. I think I heard him say they just want to hold the hallways, which is kind of a surprise. But I don't think they brought any C4 or anything for the rooms.
Looks like we put Skulls to sleep.
Skulls, wake up!
Thank you for those bits, guys. Really appreciate that support.
When you're an old man like that, you get tired easy. Put it to bed, Skulls. Put it to bed.
So Rain is actually really close. They haven't even gotten the first objective yet, which is the Firewall, and they've already moved on to Scrub Squad's location. They're pretty confident that that's where that laptop is. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yeah, something went wrong.
But I also think right now,
Oh no, Therm got kicked.
doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
That won't hurt me.
That kind of does suck for Rain because they did have a pretty good spot to attack.
It was, yeah, it was a
So
pretty good spot.
now I have a feeling they're going to get the glass room or something to defend.
How unfortunate, though. That was probably the best position they could possibly get for that particular spot or for that map. I mean, granted, you could hold the elevator room and be successful with it, but with how the Scrub Squad is setting up, I think Rain was favored to win that particular
I think so too.
round.
That's why I'm sure they're not going to be too happy about it, especially if they get like a crazy defensive hole like the glass room or something.
Rip. Let's get F's in chat. F. It's not Firewall without some blue screens here and there. Oh, man. Well,
They're
guys.
actually talking about the spawn now too, that they like their spot, but I think they're just trying to get to their head.
Yeah, possibly. What's up, Brad? How you doing?
Radical.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, F's for Firewall. Speaking of
Very long time.
games developed by FCE, Solaris is going to be coming out, I believe it's the 24th of September, so that's going to be coming out fairly soon.
I didn't even realize that was that quick.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to originally release in August, but some things had delayed it into September. And although it's not a huge announcement, I'm sure most people don't care too much, but we're not going to be doing Firewall Fridays for the month of September because they're really, buckling in the development process for Solaris, making sure they meet that deadline. I know they're supposed to be pushing out some sort of gameplay trailer or some sort of stream that's going to showcase Solaris. But if you guys are interested, it's going to be a PC VR based. I know I'm interested in it. I'm probably going to pick it up. It looks like a lot of fun. Baby Bird? Who's Baby
Have you been
Bird?
keeping up with that at all?
With Solaris?
Yeah.
They're very tight-lipped, man. I have asked about
are
it.
they?
Yeah,
Do they have even gameplay footage? Like,
they do, but it's like
Really?
early concept alpha stuff. I actually did a breakdown analysis of what I saw in that trailer. It looks really good. It's going to be a primarily objective-based game. So if anyone's familiar with hero shooters, things like Overwatch, where you have to hold a spot, kind of like Domination, for example, and you got to hold that location for a given amount of time, and then I believe that location changes. So I guess it's more akin to King of the Hill.
Is it all Domination?
You know, I don't know, but that's all that they showcased.
That'd be kind of surprising.
But it's very different. I don't want to say it's very different from Firewall, because Firewall is it's one mode. But from what I understand, there's supposed to be multiple modes in the future. But again, they're very tight-lipped. You know, despite me talking with members of FCE, they don't share anything.
Yeah.
They don't want any leaks. And anyone who's savvy to the gaming industry world, there's leaks all over the place. So they're keeping it close to the chest.
And it's supposed to come to PSVR this year too?
That's the original plan, is that's supposed to come out this year. But with the delay to September, I don't know how far that progression is, because with Sony's VR testing, you actually gotta go through 2 layers of testing. Your initial game testing, which is based for everybody, every developer, and then you have the VR level of testing, which is called TRC testing, and that's more so the quality of life features for VR. So they got to go through both of those steps. I'm sure they're familiar with it. They have no issues with it, and they're already probably prepared. So does that seem like
that's the thing with all VR titles? They have to go through an extra step?
All VR titles have to go through that extra step, yeah. So that's why sometimes it takes so long to get some of these titles out, because you got these 2 processes. And you know, I'm beta testing for Alvo, and they had to go through the same stuff. And despite the game feeling really, really good, there were a lot of different things that Sony picked up on in their tests specific for PSVR that were unique. So they had a whole list, man. It was interesting to see, and I got to see that list. But it's a lot of work for devs, so I'm impressed with any VR title that's out, and I'm going to stop giving people so much crap for it because, man, that's a lot of work. How is Alvo? I love Alvo. I think it's great. I think people are going to enjoy it. It's fast-paced, very Call of Duty-like. I know people are going to be concerned about the graphical fidelity, but you have to remember it's an independent team of very few guys. I'm not at liberty to say how many people are actually working on the title, but it's a very, very small indie team, and they have a limited budget. And if anyone's been following the development process, you know that it was supposed to come out back in like 2017, 2018, and then it was canceled, and it was repicked back up. So they found funding. But it's going to be coming out predicted November. But if you want to be part of the beta, there's going to be an open beta that I believe is going to be starting in September, October. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Paco is away. He went to go visit his mother, and he should be returning before Saturday. So.
No, Timber, you can't get that cup in the store, but I can get you one personally for you. I know how much you love cats.
It's ping pong. It's ping pong.
Scrub Squad is not in their best defensive position, but they are familiar with this hold. Let's see how well they do. Rain already knowing that the laptop is at the ping pong table, and are going to approach their attack with that in mind.
Looks like Rain is already at the bottom of the main stairs, just one member trying to scout it out. Okay, 2 members going down the stairs. Looks like a couple overhead. Maybe try to get some shots from above.
The back stairs or from here?
Right, and then one guy watching over there.
Looks like Scrub Squad thinking that they're just trying to get the jammer.
Alright, let's attack it then.
There it is. It's beside you. But try to actually use your shit before just taking it.
Looks like Scrub Squad pretty much just holding that back area.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
Not moving too much or not deviating from their plan too much.
That's true. We gotta get the firewall.
got ammo bags? Great, let me waste my ammo.
Akron, right side, far back.
We have to overload that side. That's how it always works.
Looks like Rain ready to take a couple shots towards Scrub Squad. It looks like
Jesse goes down.
Revived. If Karen goes down, he's also getting revived.
You got one down?
Pitch goes down, getting revived.
Real quick too, Rogue's really laying into Scrub Squad here.
And the way it's looking, you might be correct on your early on with the flip.
Oh,
But
nice
75's
grenade goes
going up
out.
so far.
Bear, don't push, don't push.
He's been down for a long time. Oh, Jesse and a Karen both down as he tried to get a Karen up. Pitch trying to revive them. He also goes down in the same.
Oh, he just had to be around that pillar just a little bit more, but he got a Karen up in enough time, and he's there to get the revives. Grenades go out and eliminates all three of them.
Wow, with one grenade because they were all just together. I was surprised they tried to revive him. I mean, after you saw a Karen try to revive Jesse and he went down,
Alright.
it didn't work out. Then Titch tried to do the same. So
There's
kind
the
of a
flip.
bad play, but I know how it is. Once you're in the moment, you're trying to revive your buddies.
Yeah, it was not in their favor, man. Unfortunately, you try to get those revives because that is critical, but Rain was able to keep their grenade hands in check and save a couple for a moment such as that, and that pushes them ahead now 3-1.
This might be the
And,
flip you were talking about early on.
You know, that's all it takes. You know, I'm not going to put it past Scrub Squad to come back and maybe get a similar flip, and we're right back to going back and forth here. But, you know, a loss like that can really demoralize your team. It can make you feel like, damn it, like we should have had that. Mistakes were made. You know, they didn't have the spawn point that they originally wanted at Office. The first one was definitely better than the one that they just got.
But like Timber said, that's their spot. They did actually really good in that spot in the regular season. They had
Generally,
that spot a couple
they do.
times.
But I think, you know, honestly, I've seen so many teams run that defensive spot so many times that I truly think that, like with any spot that is used all the time, other players are going to find out a way around it. And I think it's played so many times that people have had enough practice to find a way around that defensive spot.
But with that specific one, I really think that Scrub Squad just kind of made a mistake by just trying to all hit that corner and hit the revives. I think if they would have just pushed away and tried to keep going with the long distance, because they have a lot of good cover in that spot defending. If you go down, it's hard to finish someone off, as you saw with all the revives.
Yeah, peeking around those pillars was a risk, and they ran that risk. Really, on that defensive spot, all you have to really do is hold the bottom of the lobby stairs. Really, if you think about it, one person holding the stairs to the right where Karen was to monitor whether or not anyone's coming down there. But as soon as they realized the entire Rain team was moving down the lobby stairs, they should have shifted their focus and protected the base of the stairs there.
Yeah, and sometimes you do have to change your defensive positions on the fly as the game progresses. So,
because if you think about it, where the Scrub Squad was sitting, they were at a disadvantage because the lobby stairs has that protective glass, and there's really a lot more coverage there than one would think. So I don't know. Mistakes were made. Unfortunate for Scrub Squad, but fortunate for Rain. Let's see if that continues. Let's move into our next round, which I believe was Embassy.
See? Oh, Embassy. Okay,
I believe so.
That's actually one of Scrub Squad's favorites, so I bet they're not too happy about having that map go out already.
True. This could be a steal from the Scrub Squad, but you know what? Anything is possible. Let's see if the Scrubs can come back to move into Embassy. Rain on defense, and they have the kitchen.
And it looks like they will be heading towards the balcony.
There is a Rain energy drink. I wonder if they're sponsored by them. Like if that's their own brand that was labeled after them.
Kind of curious what they're doing over here. Oh, looks like they're putting a couple sensors down below before they hit the balcony. Or actually, their strategy must be just 2 on the balcony and then 2 down below.
Yeah, this
Kind of a
double fire location with Therm is clever.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect somebody to be there.
Heard audio to my right.
Running with Eagle Eyes, Titch, getting the location. of Rain are at least trying to.
So
Yes, Ruru, you would be correct. Unfortunately, Raz is not, or Raze, sorry, is not available outside of the United States. So I do apologize about that. They are looking to expand their distribution, but because they are relatively new, right now it's localized to the U.S. So if you do live in the U.S., please check it out if you guys are interested in some awesome energy drinks. But if you want some, contact me. We can arrange something. I could probably get it shipped to you.
And it does look like Titch, being on Eagle Eye, was able to point out where each member of Rain is.
stay to the right. Come with
And Rain is still staying in their 2 spots. So.
This is risky for Titch. Very risky. And there he is. He goes down.
Titch
Dermos.
going down. Yeah, he
Grenades
had
going
perfect
out
grenades on
again.
both of them. Wow, Titch and Jesse getting eliminated from that one grenade.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
Great grenade. They had a sensor, so he knew exactly where he was at.
We got this. Sounds like
And that's actually a really good strategy. I never thought about holding if you get to catch him spawn. So cool to see something different.
Yeah, definitely to pick up on. And a team worth picking up strategies from.
There's one up on the balcony. And that's all I've got eyes on.
Actually, what if I stand by the trash can? And look out the
Rogue's downing a Karen.
He's got it. It's over.
Eliminating
And
Hellrain.
Hellrain.
I hate to say it, but I really think, I think
The balcony so we can
Rogues is kind of the MVP right now for Rain.
And I
He's
think-
gotten a lot of eliminations.
And I kind of think you were right about, like you said, the flip was going to change the momentum, and it seems like they're on top of it now. It looks like they got a team ace out of that, even though they don't count. But just to have a team ace, I mean, that's a pretty good
It's a good feeling.
accomplishment. Yeah, in a final.
So we are, man, it's getting close to that 1st to 6 here. Rain winning 3 consecutive rounds.
All right.
Yeah, it's hard when you're that far behind to try to get the wins back because you need a couple in a row, you know.
Yeah, Scrub Squad's going to have to pick maps that are going to work in their favor at this point. They don't have very many that they're incredibly strong at. They do have weaker maps, but I'm interested to see what their next pick is here, and it's going to have to be a very good one. One that
And if this is the map they're picking, that kind of throws me off.
they're going to have to get a lucky spawn on Black Site, which I believe the lucky spawn would be the construction location. They could be going hotel, which is exactly what I would think they would pick. Again, those white rooms that you can defend, that will put them in a strong position to actually get a win here.
Definitely. Yeah, there aren't too many bad spawns in hotel unless you get actually where the picture is in that main area.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only really bad spot.
Yeah, no one likes that location. That
No,
location
usually if we
sucks.
defend, we just say screw it and just rush.
Yeah. Hopefully that's
But
not the case
not sure
here
how
for
they'll
them.
do that. Yeah, not sure how they do that in a pro league match.
Now, again, for anyone who is tuning in a little bit late or wasn't here for the procession of tonight's match, it is a 1st to 6. Points don't matter. In other words, it doesn't matter if you get an ace or not. There is no point value behind each win. It's just 1st to 6 wins the round or wins the match entirely. And right now, Rain is in strong favor of winning the finals. They're only 2 wins away from solidifying that victory. And for anyone who is interested in staying, there's going to be an after-match interview with Karen and Dermos. Titch is going to rejoin us. We do have a scene set up. I hope to God it works. But I might have to flip some cameras around, but hopefully it doesn't. And if you guys, like Rap pointed out earlier, which I think is brilliant, if you have questions yourself that you want to ask either team, be sure to share them and we will read them and ask them for you.
Last 2 games.
What?
Go for holding for the last 2 games. Last 2 games, I guess. Pretending like the turtle. Pretending like
And it looks like they didn't even need to switch hosts, so good thing that there was no lag and no excuses blamed on that.
So for those who weren't here for my description at the beginning, which is understandable, the nice thing about Rays, unlike some other energy drinks, is that this isn't sugar-based energy. It's all nutrition-based energy. So branched chain amino acids, which for anyone who is less familiar with what branched chain amino acids are, proteins are made up of amino acids, and so they're the primary building block for proteins. So branched chain amino acids help stimulate muscle regeneration, especially after exercise. But it also has some caffeine in it and some taurine, which are two basic, we all know what caffeine and taurine are, right? We find them in a bunch of energy drinks. They actually boost your metabolism and give you that spike of energy. Fortunately, there's no crash. There's no added sugars. It's all stuff that you can find naturally in just about anything that lives. And
those supplements with that little bit of caffeine before a workout, I feel like that does make the difference in your workout. It gives you a little extra jump and a little extra energy to get you going.
And I'll be the first to admit, I pulled muscle last night about 100 times. Oh, you did, Rad? Oh man, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Pulling a muscle is awful because it's a long recovery.
Guess. If you had to guess, what kind of muscle you think he's pulling 100 times?
Okay. Can you guys ask Dermos where he got such a robust hairline? I will be sure to ask that. 100%.
That's the priority question.
Priority, yeah, it's the first one. So I will be the first to admit I am a caffeine addict. I mean, I can drink a whole pot of coffee and still go to bed. Like it has no effect on me. But what I care most about energy drinks when I have one is it going to keep me alert? Is it going to keep me focused? And is it going to prevent any kind of crash? This brand advertises that there is no crash, and I can attest to that. I never feel crashed after having it. But what I can say is that the focus is there. I'm tired the majority of my day. I have one of these, and I've only had these past couple of days, and I've been exhausted. I have one can of that. I'm good to go for another couple hours, 2-3 hours. So I can attest to its effectiveness, being a caffeine addict myself. And it really, really helps keep me focused, especially at work when the end of the day is dragging and my mental focus is diminishing.
Just the fact that you're telling me there's no crash makes me want to try it, because I'm usually just a coffee drinker, usually drinking that like half the morning just to get me going. But then in the afternoon, I'm like, got that weird exhausted feeling, like you're awake, but you're not awake. So
yep.
I definitely want to try those out.
Yeah, it's great. Especially for esports players. Now, granted, Firewall is not a standardized and whatever esport. It's not up there with the likes of Onward or games like that. But we have these leagues, we have these tournaments, and sometimes your teams have to practice a lot. And being in a VR headset can be exhausting over extended periods of time. And these energy drinks can help, man. Like, it can help push you through, get you those extra games that you need so that you can be prepared for your next match.
And then not feeling like garbage is a big advantage to that.
Absolutely.
Afterwards.
Absolutely.
So it looks like they are going into the map right now.
Have we tried Bang? I have not. But I do know a few people who do like it.
I'm actually drinking a peanut butter s'mores beer. So neither.
So it looks like the Scrub Squad is going to get the white rooms. Strong position for the Scrub Squad.
Always good to have the white rooms. Yeah, Goat, it's really good. I'll show you the can when you come back. I'll show you guys.
Rogue's going insane.
You all like pervs. Are we, though?
Yeah. Hell yeah, peanut butter. We got marshmallow in here. We got graham cracker. It's real good.
I love those flavored beers, man. You ever have a blueberry beer?
Oh, dude, blueberry's my favorite fruit. I'm obsessed with blueberries. I've had blueberry everything.
Oh, it's delicious.
Those blueberry seltzer things are good too.
Mhm.
Trulies.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
Someone on my motion here, My corner.
Yeah, I got one in the far corner.
So it looks like Rain just hit the middle section. I'm pretty sure they're pretty obvious of knowing where they're at. Scrub Squad.
Oh, without a doubt. I think they knew right at the beginning, based on their spawn.
Ooh, and
We heard a
Jesse was
couple
able
of
to
sighs.
eliminate Rhodes with some C4.
Yeah, just wait. I was gonna clear out the door. Shit.
He's right here. Yeah, I see him. He's running into the... So I got two.
Looks like Therm was rushing into the room expecting someone there.
Yeah, because the other guy's got Ghost or Ninja or whatever.
Ninja still
I
shows
think he's
up on
rocking
the
Ghost and Ninja because I
It's right
can't
in
see
this
him on
corner.
either tablet or...
Ghost does not do that. Ghost is prevents from mines.
Okay, yeah, I see
Ninja
that.
prevents your double rooms across.
Okay, two on our side.
Okay, so it looks like Bear Eternal and Therm are gonna sit on one side, and Derm's on the other.
Moving up on our side. We got one moving up.
I can't really get cover from the.
Two on our side.
I'm wondering if I should.
I don't know what Rain is planning here, but it is
It's right here.
definitely worthwhile trying to get that jammer with a couple of grenades over anything else. And there he goes, a Karen Downing, Therm. Bear there for the revive. Scrub Squad holding their position, which is
Therm
smart.
is actually very red even after that revive. It looked like he must have been real hurt.
You guys got 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Still got two here.
Couple grenades going out from Titch.
It's probably best that Rain tries to get the jammer
Missing
here.
that grenade.
I would say try to get jammer 250.
That's what I'm trying for.
You have frags too?
Question is, do they know where the jammer is?
Oh man, the couple grenades are missing their mark by Rain.
It's good. They're checking it though.
Couple bad angles just bounced off the door and back at him.
Did you hurt yourself?
I almost say we have to rush the right. We gotta rush this one.
Looks
If-
like they all want to rush one side first.
Which
what
is
they're
smart.
talking about. Yeah, because with only 3 members left, it's going to be a 2 versus 1 in one of the rooms. Otherwise,
Still have revive guard, so if you want to go first, go.
And they're going to have to run with smokes. And as soon as they get those couple of downs, they got to immediately turn around because the other 2 members of Scrub Squad are going to rush that room.
All together, bunched up. If you got grenades, throw them out there now.
looks like here comes the push. The Eternal, Therm, and Dermos all going down real quick.
There it is.
Taking that win.
It's a tough one, dude.
That is definitely one of the hardest defenses to breach.
Definitely. So, not a surprise that they did win that match, but
Yeah, don't leave them.
nice try from Rain.
Yeah, that early C4 elimination by Jesse was perfect. That is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, especially when they're going for the white rooms, because then you're stuck. If you want to rush the white rooms at one time, you're stuck with 1 versus 2 on one of them. So, they did their best. They tried, and we'll see how they pull it out the next match.
Nice and quick, I hope. Huzzah!
Pervert.
2 rooms. 2 rooms.
They wanted to see what we were sipping on.
Good. That's all we can say.
Oh,
Peanut butter s'mores.
hold on.
I don't know if you can see it. Sometimes it blocks because of the background stuff. But yeah, it's pretty good.
That's
Pretty
what we're
thick,
drinking,
but
guys.
Pretty sweet.
No, Cargo Road, not Cargo
We should throw some nades, yeah. With attacking that location,
I know. I thought
you definitely want to go for the jammer first,
who shot that nade?
but you definitely don't want to be wasting your grenades either.
I messed up my
And if you're if 2 of your members are already out of grenades, you might want to reserve some of those. Might want your other teammates to reserve their grenades, just in case. Especially when you want to breach a room, you throw a couple smoke bombs in there, smoke grenades in there, and have like 1 or 2 of your other teammates who have remaining grenades, throw them in while 2 members rush. You want to try to breach that one room, get the eliminations quick, and those grenades, while breaching, can cause the other team to scatter, whoever's sitting in there. And that
Yeah, and
was,
unfortunately, Rain actually missed a couple grenades going in there, which prevented them from getting some of the sensors and everything like that.
it's very true. Yeah, misplaced grenades leaves you kind of defenseless there as an attacking team.
So it does look like they might be going to cargo, which is very good for defense.
All right, we are good. All right, we are good.
And we'll see how Rain decides to defend here.
Karen. No, the 100 base.
So, Cargo, is your favorite holding the captain's quarters or down below?
I'm gonna have to say captain's quarters. It's just favorable. There's a lot more. I don't know. It's not even cover. You could just see a lot more from the captain's quarters. You can get an advantage that the other team can't. You know, the higher up you are, the verticality. If you have that, you have an immediate advantage.
Especially if they start trying to run right across from the top, you can take them out from the top before they hit the bottom and try to make their way up.
And the problem with defending underneath is the fact that it's such small corridors that grenades are difficult to throw. It's hard to evade any shots that could be coming your way.
True.
It's just difficult.
That's so bad.
So they are going upstairs to the captain's quarters to defend, it looks like.
I'll go far since I'm close.
Shady, I need you to write all of our stuff, dude. Legitimate. Like, everything you have said about Raze is beautiful.
Looks like they're already getting a couple shots on Titch from the middle of the map.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to switch perspective here. My mouse isn't cooperative.
And Rain is trying to put a couple sensors down real quick to try to hold those 2 doors, 2 hallways.
Okay, we still don't have a fucking motion sensor. When I pull up to there.
The options here for the attacking team
What exactly is your jammer?
is plentiful. You can either go up that middle platform outside. You can rush the 2 doors and split there.
A lot of options.
Okay, you're clear. We're clear here.
Question is, which one is most secure?
I still see a firewall.
I say I did not see where those went. Watch out, right?
Kind of looks like Scrub Squad are split up slightly.
What a grenade!
To the east side.
That double time allowing him to get away. Bear living to fight another day.
I would get an ad right in the middle of the match.
Oh, of course. Grenades are
Looks like
out,
Titch going out, eliminated.
forcing them to scatter a little bit. I think he eliminated himself with that grenade
Yeah, he did.
as it bounced back. Karen going down quickly thereafter, and that's it. Scrub Squad.
It's score now, 5-1, and match point, really.
Yeah, eliminated quickly there. I think it was a couple of missed throws by the Scrub Squad getting those grenades up into the captain's quarters.
It's kind of hard to just try to throw grenades up there. There's so much area up there that trying to hit a good spot with a grenade is still kind of hard.
And so, as you had said, match point for Rain if they can win this next one, which will be an
pretty
attack.
Much exactly how you said it. That one switch of the attack win, and they just went with it and took all the wins after that.
Yeah, it's that momentum shift. Regardless of what you say as a team, no matter how confident you are, as soon as you lose that momentum, it is very hard to come back. Because whether you like it or not, that's going to sit with you. You're going to notice the score. In a league match or in a tournament match, you're going to notice the score and you're going to be like, crap, we have a lot more to come back from. And that just sits with you. And that, whether you like it or not, you're going to carry that.
It's going to be in the back of your mind, and especially now, I mean, 5-2. Having that, knowing that you lose one more, it's over, it's kind of takes its toll on you.
But we've seen miracles happen before. There's a chance Scrub Squad can still come back. It would be a miracle, but they could win 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's not impossible. I mean, Rain pretty much, I think they've won, what, was it 4 in a row, or did Scrub Squad get that in between?
So it was
there?
tied 1-1. Then they won 3 in a row. Scrub Squad
Oh, 3
came
in a
back,
row, okay.
got 1.
So they still can have that chance, and it looks like they're at Black Site, which is kind of surprising. Because they're already talking loadouts, so I feel like that is the map that they are picking.
Interesting choice by Scrubs.
Oh, me? Okay.
Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, very surprising.
Yeah, you guys said too much. Yeah,
Not a map I would pick, but I guess it is preferable over Newsroom or Fob, right?
Yeah, yeah, and they do hate District. They do. I mean, trying to think what else is left that's pretty good for defense.
I mean, even over Blackside, I would probably pick Gauntlet or Hangar. I feel like those two
Hangar.
have.
Yeah.
I feel like those two have pretty good defensive spawn points. That I would probably pick those over Blacksite.
Yeah, definitely Hanger. I would agree with. Thank you, Skulls. I know you're always loving our stream, seeing me in person. Screen.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. This is the finals for the Pro League North American Division. Right now, the number 1 team, Rain, going up against the number 2 team, Scrub Squad. Both teams performing very well throughout their season. And I have to mention this because I know it is brought up and Titch will most likely bring it up again. If I insult him in some way, shape, or form, that we essentially fed Rain early on in the season by giving them 6 wins and 6 aces.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough start to the season.
And he kind of blames us for their second place standing. So I do want to point that out. But you know what? We were a new team this year, so I'd say we performed pretty well.
I think so too. And we're only gonna get better. So.
Yeah, still gotta come up with that new name though.
Oh yeah. We got
trash.
some things in the works. And like
We
I said,
shall
guys,
see.
if you guys have any questions for who's going to be on screen today with us?
We are gonna have Dermos. We're gonna have a Karen, and Titch is gonna join us at the end as well. As long as everything goes according to plan, everyone's gonna be in the right spot.
Any
right
questions?
scene.
I'd say now would be the time to start typing them out so we could get ahead
And
and
we
be
are
able to
going-
answer any questions you have.
And I'll definitely ask about Dermos's awesome hairline.
Hairline.
How do you maintain that hairline?
And it looks like they do have the construction zone to defend, which, in my opinion, is the best spot.
It's the only spot to have here on Black Site, man. They lucked out. If they were to have gotten the tent, it would have been bad.
So we'll see if they're able to get the win here and try to turn things around.
Oh shit! God damn it!
Thank you for the bits there, Go. Appreciate it, brother.
About it, dude.
I've got a motion behind that wall.
Looks like they have pretty good defensive positions.
Alright, so there's a sensor if you go through
Pretty
the
much the
far
standard
left, double doors
defense
office. Alright, one up top on the left.
that everybody has learned in this. This is the newest map, and pretty good to see it in a league match.
One left.
I'd have to say most people actually like Black Site. It's a good
Yeah,
map.
I think overall it's definitely like one of the
I don't
tops,
see
especially in
traps.
the new maps that have come out since the originals.
Yeah, I felt as though Gauntlet was going to be more favorable over some other maps, but it doesn't seem to be nearly as popular.
Yes, it didn't turn out too great. A lot of the new ones didn't turn out
Like
to be
Newsroom.
favorites. Yeah, exactly.
What an
Fob,
upset that was.
Newsroom, I mean, it's just
Fob had some cool new elements added to it, but man.
And there is a sensor on that single door there.
and looking at where they're at, Scrub Squads should get the win if they play to their strengths in this one.
Let me see if he's still there. Let me see if he's still there.
Doesn't look like they had any C4, but I did see him put up a
Okay,
couple
he's not there
sensors.
anymore. Alright, so they're 2 and 2. 2 top left, 2 top right. Yeah, there's nothing on it. There's nothing on it. Ah, I totally missed it too.
Can hear Jesse complaining about
Yeah.
getting all those shots.
Yep. 6 shots, nothing happened.
Worked out like a charm.
I feel him on that, man.
Alright, let me check this again. See if they moved at all.
Hold on, guys. Let me check the corner. Let's see if the take that one.
Alright, one.
Too low.
Just take that long.
Yep, too low, too low.
So I want to.
I got 3 nades. Let me unload nades on these guys.
Take that
Nope, they
long
went up, they
hallway.
went up, they went up.
Yeah, I got it.
I've got a
3
motion
top
back
left.
on the other side.
Oh yeah, they did.
This is critical for the Scrub Squad. They have to hold this, whether it's running the time or getting the eliminations.
Ooh, and Titch able to down Rogues, throwing a grenade to try to finish him. Was able to get revived before finished, so they were able to retreat just by a split second.
It was crazy because he got a tag there too with it.
Yeah, he did. Surprised they both didn't get eliminated on that one.
Touching tips, nice Cougar. Still, both teams, all members alive.
Looks like Rain is going to take a different spot. 2 members going towards the right-hand side of the map now.
No, because they have a sensor there.
And this is a dangerous location to actually move into.
I got one down.
Therm downing Hellrain. What shots he had.
Therm is very red too, so
Ninja, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the follow. Rain moving in, throwing grenades up into the construction area. Rogues downing a member. Karen getting the revive on Hell. Pushing him from behind is Therm, getting it down. Not getting that final elimination on Titch. Eating a couple of those proximity mines, but getting it down in the process.
Therm had a good chance to take him out.
Jesse getting a couple of downs and eliminations himself, but then Rogues downing Jesse, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, if Rain can get this hack, they win.
There we go, you guys.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You have your Pro League North American Division champions, Rain, winning.
Great job by Rain.
Winning over the Scrub Squad in a score of 6-2. Good effort by both teams. Wow, what an incredible fight. What an incredible season, man.
Great season by them. And I did think Scrub Squad was going to make it a little bit more even than that, but Rain is just a strong team. They have their defensive holds. They know how to attack. They just have all their strats down.
Yeah. As a team all around, they are incredibly strong and fun to watch. Very intimidating.
Yeah, they were still good games. Even though it ended up 6-2, they were still great games back and forth and all. A lot of trade-offs.
Really, really awesome fight. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, but please do stick around. We are going to have post-match interviews. What's up, Minerva? How you doing?
Ooh, Minerva, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? And like we said, any questions, throw them in chat.
Yep, as soon as they come in, which I'll be notified because we're on Skype, we will switch over to the interview scene. Oh, thank you, Minerva. I appreciate that. I hope you tune in again in the future. Oh, it looks like, okay, we're not going to go straight into interviews. They're going to do a friendly crossbow match. Of course, this is a good way to end any kind of match, but also a good way to end the season. Yeah, kind of went, I hate to say it, but kind of went how I predicted. I didn't want to say it too much because I really was thinking Scrub Squad I thought they were going to prove me wrong, as they typically do. But yeah, as soon as Rain got that attack win, all the momentum shifted and just flipped. And
exactly how you said it.
Really
exactly
hard.
Right on with that.
Really hard for the Scrub Squad to come back.
Like you said, once you get that turn and lose on defense, it kind of gets to your head that you have to at least do the same thing to them just to keep it even.
Yeah.
So.
And when you have the game on the line there, the Scrub Squad trying to hold out in the end there, so much riding on that particular round. And they had a couple of downs. They had some good shots, some good grenades, but just couldn't get the finish on some of those downs. And that set them back. Jesse holding it out in the end there, almost eliminating all of Rain, getting at least 2 members down, but Rogues was there across the way, shooting from the other side of construction, getting that elimination, and that gave them the victory there. So again,
not only that, Titch almost took 2 members down with that grenade, which I was surprised he didn't.
Yeah, 100%. Very, very close. Again, just those moments where it's like,
split
they're
second
so close.
Changed the whole entire match.
And I have to give it to Rogues. He was 100% MVP for Rain this evening. He was he was dominant in the kills, in the eliminations, the entire time.
Oh yeah.
You really did. You were above and beyond.
Are they really gonna? They should really go to district if they're gonna run crossbows, but it looks like they're gonna hit docks, which is an interesting.
Yeah, it's a
choice.
strange map to choose. It looks like they're going to none, so they're gonna mix it up a little bit just for fun.
Oh, for sure. That's always the best way to do it, especially with the crossbows. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you tune in again in the future. Yes, this season is over, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We will be bringing you a lot of streams in the near future. We do have a Rocket League tournament this weekend. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hosted by Titch and Paco. Paco should be back by then. Hopefully nothing holds him up. That's going to be something to watch. I mean, there's a bunch of rookies in there playing, so
oh, definitely,
it's going to be
they're
crazy.
On it. Titch and him know every little thing about Rocket League, so their commentary should be awesome.
Yeah, as long as they got loose lips, they'll be good.
Probably don't turn our volume up because we're going to be saying a lot of things that shouldn't be on the stream.
Especially me, man. Like that game makes me rage so much.
Oh yes, it can get very aggravating.
Hardest game you'll ever play. If you guys are also interested in checking out some of our other stuff, you could check the panels below. We have socials down there. We have a Discord. We have a YouTube, which I still need to make a YouTube panel. So if you guys prefer checking us out on YouTube, every stream that we have, I end up putting up over on our YouTube channel. We also have a main webpage. You guys can go check that out. We have a merch store. And we also now have a promo code for Raise Energy. Rocket Rage, 100% go. What a shot by Therm, downing Jesse. Titch there for the revive, and he hits him again. Hellrain also going down. Bear being down himself. A Karen there for the revive.
Let me get the firewall.
Whoever me and that person is, we're both awful crossbows. It's all you, Titch.
Where's the last one?
Titch trying to survive there, but unfortunately surrounded by all four members.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Makes sense.
Gotta love seeing it.
Fucking useless all night I have.
I want to hit myself.
Dude, I missed that guy point blank.
What goes up must come down.
Poor Titch being surrounded by 4 crossbows.
I have not been on my game
No, I'm
today.
so far off.
So guys, we are going to be soon entering post-match interview. We are going to have Dermos, we're going to have a Karen, and Titch is going to join us. So please stay tuned for that. If you guys have questions, be sure to ask them in chat, and we'll be sure to share them with our guests. But yeah, man, this was a good season. I can't wait for us to return.
It was awesome. Like, this was the first time me and I think you also have joined the Pro League.
Yeah, first time in the Pro League.
It's been awesome. It's been a great league to play under, and it's something that we'll definitely keep going back to as long as it's still going.
For sure. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Glad to see you. Saw you were
What's up,
cheering
Karen?
on the Scrub Squad, as you always do. Unfortunate for them. Titch says that he was useless all night. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him to confirm that for me.
Oh, it looks like. Oh, the goat's telling me that crossbow match we had. I shot that arrow right up in the air and it was right next to Jesse's head. It landed.
Yeah, real close, man. So we're just gonna wait for everybody to enter a Skype, and we'll be going into the post interview. We're just gonna gather their thoughts, get their opinion on how the match went, what they felt went right, what they felt went wrong. Just get their overall impressions. See if they're gonna return next year. I mean, Rain is the reigning champion, so I mean...
Scrub Squad did say they were going to quit tournament matches if they won, so looks like they'll be back next year.
Yeah. Yes, they are. And this time we will beat them.
What up, Shady? Oh, man, he's all about that Raise Energy drink.
I know, man. Oh, my gosh. I actually want to get myself some more. And I think I will. I already went through all these way too quick. Bear is your dad. Is this true, or I'm easily punked. So like you could tell me gullible is written on the ceiling and I'll take a look. Am I coming down? What do you mean?
You think he means from the caffeine?
Not at all. No. I had these like an hour ago.
Cinderella, I'll send you one. I'm gonna get a pack. I'll send you one.
All right, so looks like we have Titch in here. Just gonna
What's going on?
See if
What up, buddy?
Dermos and a Karen hop in.
Good game. Good match, Titch.
Yeah. Well, our
Yeah. All right.
comment, our interviewee for that.
Yes, if you guys are interested in purchasing yourself some Rays, we do have a promo code. AHC gets you 15% off your total purchase amount.
Kind of curious how long Rays has been around, because I honestly have not heard of them until you brought them up recently.
I haven't heard of them either. As far as I am aware, they're relatively new. I want to get more details on their origin story. So I'm going to be investigating that. First, I needed to confirm they were legitimate, and they are.
Yeah, that was the main thing. So.
That was the most important thing for me. So, so guys, when we do transition over to the interview scene, my hope is that everything's in its place. I think we were just waiting on one more, see if Dermos is able to get in here.
You're delusional if you think that's going to happen.
I don't know, unless he's having a celebratory drink.
Yeah, you can always go into studio mode and take a look. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I know I don't need to because Skype will tell me.
Are you guys muted right now, Titch, and all that?
No, they should be coming through.
Oh, okay, cool.
But let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Actually, this is a reason to go into studio mode. Holy cow.
Ah, I'm huge.
That is what she said. Is there a way? Okay. Grid. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay.
Except we... Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks right.
Yeah, you just got to fix the bottom
area.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
I'm on the wrong side.
I know. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
No. I'm on the right side. Don't worry about it.
You're on the winning side?
Yeah.
What is going on there? Why is that all funny? Is it because Dermos isn't in here?
It's because Dermos isn't in here, and that's the top one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how your Skype looks right now, but whoever is single, like who's on top of who right now? In Skype?
So Rap is alone, and then Titch, you're on top of a Karen.
Okay, so the one that Rap is currently on is going to get messed up.
Okay.
So the top one, that one's going to get messed up. So then Rap will move down, or you'll have to swap them.
Okay.
Is what will happen.
Well, hopefully he can get in here soon. I don't know if he knows how to necessarily use Skype too well, because he said he was less familiar with it.
Here, let me try to.
Yeah, 3's on screen right now. That's because I'm looking at a specific view.
I'll just call him. How about that?
Yeah, that works. There's
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, there you go.
Here he comes.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, he's here. What's going on,
What up,
brother?
Dermos?
I made it.
You did make
Did
it.
it.
Do you by chance have video?
Yeah, I can't really hear you guys.
You can't hear us. Uh-oh.
What's that?
That's not good.
Do you have headphones?
Yeah, let me put them on.
Yeah, that'll probably help.
And then you got to turn on your camera as well.
All right, well, we're going to transition since that scene looks a lot better than what we were just on.
Oh, that's better.
Although that is not Dermos in the top left.
And that's not a Karen.
And that is not a Karen.
Or is it?
And my crop is bad.
It's so weird because the crops were fine before. I don't know. This is what you get.
You cropped it prior to me having the background. That's why.
Well, enjoy watching me mod things as we are live on this, but there we go. That should be decent, right? You look all right now. So why don't we get at least started with the Scrub Squad. I would switch it up, but I don't want to screw things up just in case Dermos does come in with video. So what do you guys think of your season?
Oh, sorry, I had the video off. I'm in.
Oh, you're
We
good.
got you.
Okay, sorry about that. Technical.
All right, so really quick. So, Wolf, don't change anything. Just. Oh, you're gonna do it this way? Okay. Good luck. This is gonna be fun.
Shut up, Titch. I'm trying.
The many faces of Raptor.
Right?
Who is who?
Okay, so what's the better way of doing this, Titch?
Okay, go back to how it was, and then just move
Okay.
Raptor, like the actual screen captures you have for Raptor. Yeah, right there. Stick there. Just take Raptor's screen, move it down over top of Dermos, move Dermos up.
Keep switching you two. I'm trying
God.
to. I know it's not my fault. It's Skype.
Okay. No, you go back. You had it. Okay, right there. Move Ack. Oh Jesus, why did you do that?
I stopped. I stopped.
Go back to whatever it is that you had.
I don't know what it was I have because Skype does weird, funny things.
No, try again. Try again. Try again. There you go. Stop.
I stopped.
Now take the one where Ack is currently looking okay. Move it up. Move Raptor down and recrop him. That's going to be your easiest way. Then, because Skype does weird things when you try moving portions around, man. This is why I said.
Paco, where are you, dude? Because he could do all this on the back end. Why is that moving? Okay, so Scrub Squad. Let's talk about your season first. So how do you feel your season went overall?
Overall, I think we did pretty well. I mean, I think we got further than what we were expecting. We went into it without any expectations at all. We were just happy to make it to the championships, to be honest.
Was there a highlight for you guys, like a highlight match that you felt like you performed better than you expected?
Probably when we switched out Jesse for Goat.
Oh, okay.
Probably, just...
Shots fired. Okay.
No, to be honest, I think the semis against the Gators, I think we really pulled together for that one.
Yeah. Do you guys think you had to change up your tactics throughout the season, like from early on to the end, or did you guys pretty much play the same way you guys normally play?
No, I mean, we definitely had to change up play styles, depending on what teams we were going against. We did learn a lot from how the season started to how it ended.
So you guys did adjust how you played depending on what team you were playing?
Oh, for sure.
That's good. Okay, cool.
So was there a match that you can recall where you were dissatisfied in your performance?
Probably the one we just played.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I find it. I'll tell you this much. The upset with GAG was probably the most unexpected loss of your season. What happened during that match?
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, going into that one, we already knew that we were gonna be in the semis, so it wasn't a huge match importance to that we really had to win it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I think we just went into it as like, okay, let's just have some fun. If we win, we win. Even if we don't, it's not a whole loss.
That's kind of what Wolf was thinking too. So
yeah, based on what was happening with your season, it was like, okay, you guys have already solidified your position in postseason. It made sense. You could be a little lax with it, and it was either that or you guys were just off. And considering how you guys were playing against GAG, I was like, okay, well, maybe they're just having a bad streak or they're just lax. But
so to expand on that, would you say that your teams, because I'm an HC now, guys, I'm not a Scrub Squad here. Would you say that maybe your team's lack of practice, sort of like from the start, or from like second week to like fifth week, where it was kind of like only playing league days or the match days? Do you think that had an effect?
It could have been, yeah. I mean, definitely, we didn't get on as much as we probably should have. Though, I mean, like, we do have real life commitments and everything. So, I mean, we did get on, a fair amount, but definitely not as much as we probably should have to really practice.
So what did you guys do to adjust yourselves when you guys lost against Chronic Mastergators to win that next round in the playoffs?
I mean, again, we knew that we were already still going into the semis, even with the Gators. Then it was mainly just if we can try and block the Gators from getting into the semis. So again, I think it was more like it wasn't a huge, big deal, but going against them the second time, for sure, we definitely pulled it together because we knew that one counted.
Gotcha.
So last question I have for you guys is, based on what you had said before, if you had won, you were going to retire. Does this mean you guys are going to return next season?
I mean, there's always a possibility. I mean, we'll have to talk it over with everyone on the team, see what everyone is comfortable with. Well,
good luck, Jesse. See if you can make the cut next season. And we're excited to see the Scrub Squad return. But why don't we change our attention over to the winners here? Dermos playing for Reign. Wow, man, what a season you guys had, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we just had an awesome season. It was a great finals against Scrub Squad. It was an amazing match. But I don't know, even before we started with the questions, we got a big squad. I don't know if I can just kind of give everybody a quick shout out. I know you probably went through the...
Go for it, man. It's your time right now.
So alphabetical order, we got Bear Turno. He's a top 100 player, amazing shooter. Next, Buckaroo, Villain, and Sap. I'll put them all together because, I mean, I've crushed so many lobbies with those three, so many tournaments. It's been amazing squatting up with those guys over the years. 2 years now, pretty much, of squatting up.
Oh, wow.
Rodicus Pie is a great guy, super fun to play with. King Cole, king of the juke, that guy. Always double time bullet sponge. Always back and forth. Rogue's our captain. Honestly, he's definitely one of the top players in this game right now, all around. He probably would want me to mention his revive ability, but he's an awesome all-around player. Sam McKilla, one of the squad guys I just mentioned. Anybody that's OG Firewall, they know Sap by Princess 420. Seemed a good idea. I think between him and maybe Chuckamus Prime, these guys have so much fun playing Fireball, win or lose. They're always great to play with. SRT 8, not Ace. Not straight ace.
I've been trying to correct him for that for months, and he still doesn't listen.
Dude, and I still call him it when I see him in lobbies.
Yeah, I call him it.
I know I'm wrong.
Yeah, right on. He was my teammate last season for North American Firewall League. Awesome guy. He's gone so far as he's even caught a possum while playing Firewall. If you get into his lobby, you gotta get that story from him. Yeah, exactly what I said. That happened. Yeah.
So what determines your lineup for the match?
Hold on. Three more guys. Therm 72. Sorry, okay. Yeah, Therm 72. Ace, whatever. Half of Thermos 99. The Truth is truly the Revive King. And then last but not least, Waleed Ghost, super awesome guy, best memes in the chat, and super underrated shooter. So that was the full squad. We had quite a lineup this season.
Yeah. So since you have that huge lineup like that, what determines your squad? Is it just who's available, or is it depending on what team you're playing, or?
Yeah, we didn't really worry about what team we were playing so much. But we had guys that typically play together. I mean, really, the squad really consists of 3 squads almost. So we try to link those guys up and put them all together, kind of thing. It was a lot of rotation. I gotta admit, when it got down to the playoffs, we have you guys mentioned how you haven't been practicing. We've been playing, other guys in the Reign squad. I think 3 nights this week we did. Privates, and we totally called all your maps. Like we embassy or Shoot House. I think we're all a little disappointed we didn't win Shoot House because we've practiced that attack a few times. So that was a great hold. But yeah, Black Site, attacking Black Site. A lot of the maps.
Which is interesting because Black Site was just sort of a random pick.
Yeah, that was just a random one.
That's what we said when we saw it.
Yeah.
We were very surprised.
Who
to
picks
see it.
Black Site?
Yeah. Well, you guys picked it fourth last time before Cargo even, so I wasn't too sure in your semifinals. So I wasn't too sure where it was going to end up, but we thought you might pick it at least down in the end. We got to it.
So there's a question from someone in chat, and I just have to ask it. They were asking about how do you keep such an amazing hairline?
Oh, it's from my childhood. It came this way, and I came out with a full head of hair and back as well. Now, I don't want to hear anybody knocking the hairy back because it's totally utilitarian. Great in the summer, great in the winter.
I'm reminded of Family Guy where Peter says to Meg that learn to shave a man's back and he'll purr like a walrus.
That was a disturbing scene. So I wanted to ask you, Dermos, in your opinion, or maybe even the team's opinion, what was the highlight of your season? Aside, maybe from winning finals.
Yeah, because we had a lot of different guys playing. I mean, the highlight's definitely going to be winning the championship. A lot of just this past week of practicing with Rain guys in privates. A lot of these guys, all of us are giving up double XP just to, kind of practice and make sure we kind of solidified this win. But, it was a big group, and I wasn't really sure in the beginning how it was going to work with such a large group. But I think, Rogues was a great captain and kind of getting people organized and whatnot, and delegating to the guys that were playing, and it seemed to work quite well. Just the rotation and whatnot. So.
And conversely, was there a moment during the season where you guys felt like you fell short in terms of performance, whether you won or lost? I think you guys only lost one, and that was in the first week, correct? So was there a moment in time where you guys were like, okay, well, we underperformed?
I mean, anytime we lose a defense, I feel like we've underperformed. So maybe just a lot of little things. But we only lost one match in the beginning, but there was a lot of 5-3 matches where we're in. So there was a lot of close matches and a lot of tough wins kind of thing. So. Just everybody getting together and rotating, near the end, or actually in the beginning as well. It was more of, random players kind of getting together and playing, and then we kind of found our groups and our groove and kind of thing. So
not to pick favorites or anything like that I'm asking you to choose, but do you have an MVP you would say for the entire season overall who did the best, or maybe just even this match?
I mean, we keep stats like crazy, but I mean, there's obviously a lot more to Firewall than the stats.
Right.
I think it's kind of hard because it was so split up so much to really have one person pull ahead than the rest of the group. You know what I mean? So
yeah, gotcha.
I guess it's kind of like football. You could just give it to the quarterback at that point. So we would probably be Rogues. If we were really had to narrow down one guy. But I mean, like I say, like he only played 3 regular season games, so that was the average, 3 or 4. So it was really a team win, like as far as the season goes, and even in these playoffs kind of thing.
And
I feel like the guys we were practicing against would have the Rain, I don't want to say B squad, but the next group in line, I feel like would have, kind of had the same result a little bit. I don't want to be rude or anything, but
yeah,
there's a lot of talent on that team, kind of thing.
For sure.
And last question from me: do you guys plan to come back next season?
That's a great question. I really hope so. As a group of Rain, but I think there's 3 different North American Firewall Leagues squads in Rain. Like there's ODG, there's Click Clack, and Razzle Dazzle, McDazzle, Tampoozles, or Aces squad. So it might be tough to get like the same group back, but I hope so. I mean, it would be nice if we just came back and tried to defend our, what we won this time.
Hey man, we're going to be on the lookout for you guys, and congratulations once again on your victory. Awesome season, both teams. Hope to see you both back, and I wouldn't be surprised if you both came back that we would see a rematch in the finals. So, but thank you guys so much for taking the time out and speaking with us. And again, congratulations on a great season. Awesome fight. Do you guys, either of you guys, Karen, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers right now?
Not to the viewers, but to Rain. I mean, you guys put up a hell of a fight, and you totally deserve the win.
Right on. Thank you. Appreciate it. Definitely.
And Dermo, same question. You have anything you want to say before we head on out?
No. I mean, I just maybe thank you guys actually for what you've done this season, covering the games and everything. It certainly makes the league and the games and everything more exciting. Age commentary is kind of doing your thing on our stream, so it's awesome.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have anything left to say. Rap, Titch.
All good. Great games. It was very fun to call those matches tonight.
Was that for them, or are we talking about the entire thing altogether?
Up to you.
I see your best. So anyway, I came on here just to say a couple of words because this is obviously the end of this season for Pro League, as we're going to have a little bit of downtime until the next season comes live. But guys, that doesn't mean that we won't be doing stuff. So Saturday, if you are not aware, Paco and I are going to be hosting a Rocket League tournament. That's on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. So be sure to check out for that, and then we'll be busy on the back end doing some stuff, but we'll be back. I just want to shout out, thank you everybody for watching and supporting us and the stream. So without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. So thank you everybody in chat, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
All right, guys. This has been Amateur Hour Commentary, bringing you the North American division of Pro League finals match between Rain and Scrub Squad, and we will see you guys next season. Until then. Peace.
Later.
Yeah.
Hello, all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do?
No, wait.
Hello.
All this energy.